this year we're showing off the 300D Mark II, which is extremely exciting because it basically fixes all the things that a lot of 300D1 users asked for. So we're talking about a light that's 20% brighter, equivalent to about a 575 watt HMI, built-in controller box and ballast into one. Passive cooling, it's all one unit now, and all the cables now are way longer. So 7.5 meter long cable between the light and the controller box, and the controller box to the wall is actually 6 meters. So fixing a lot of problems is the idea. So the RGB light's a light that I think a lot of people have been asking for us from Aputure. It's our way to be able to provide a high-end RGB light, robust, all the aircraft aluminum. This is really our heaviest Aputure light, a studio light for indie filmmakers. So what do these people need? They need things like 300 gels built into it, Lee and Roscoe. They need things like full HSI control, all included. They need DMX. They need a battery powerable RGB light that's equivalent to a 1.2K tungsten soft light. Going through all the specs. This light we expect to release summer this year with the color picker. One of the things that's cool about this light is you can actually look in your world. You can find colors, like say your favorite color blue. Joe's wearing blue, and I can scan the blue on Joe's shirt, and I can actually have my light automatically turn that color.
Whoa.
In real time. So I can actually point at the blue, and then I can point at the yellow, and it will change from blue to yellow. And I can animate all these things in the actual lighting. So this RGB panel is coming. It is real. That's my friend Barry over there that I shouldn't have mentioned because I'm on camera right now. But this light's coming out. It's going to be approximately, we think, about $1,600 to $1,699, which is about a third the cost of a lot of the RGB fixtures out on the market. So we're excited about it. Again, we're not trying to make something cheap. We're not trying to make something plastic. We're trying to make something real high-end users can use, and that indie people can own and operate as well.
Why Aputure and not the competitors?
Why Aputure and not the competitors?
I know, it's a thinky one.
Honestly, go out there and get whatever's the best thing for you, you know? It doesn't have to be Aputure. I mean, I understand when you're an indie filmmaker, you buy whatever makes sense at the time, you know? And I think the reason we've gotten a lot of attention, the reason why we've been so lucky is that we have been the brand that has been the most affordable and is given the kind of highest level feature set to indie filmmakers. So the whole dream of Aputure in the beginning was that, you know, indie filmmaking is a thing, and it's not just this niche thing that people are doing with video recorders anymore. It's now a real thing that people are, like Joe right there is using a C200, and that's an impressive camera, and that's not cheap. And these are real users that need real gear, but maybe aren't studios, maybe aren't Disney, don't have Warner Brothers budgets, you know? These people need studio features, but they're not people that should be priced like studios. And I remember I would talk to a lot of lighting companies. I would talk to a lot of the biggest lighting companies, and they would say, we feel bad when normal people buy our gear. It's not for normal people to buy. It's for rental houses, it's for studios. And that pricing model existed for so long that I think one of the first things that we did was we said, we're gonna price for the indie user. It's about selling a lot of units, not just a couple units at a higher price. So that's the dream.